The former Defensive Player of the Year has done a Yankee swap over the Christmas break for his black and gold uniform in exchange for a red, white, and blue uniform. Now, when it comes to James Harrison, he's definitely a future Hall of Famer in my mind. And he's definitely an underrated player because a lot of people like to talk about Champ Bailey and Ray Lewis. And when it came to the great Steeler defense of the 2000s, most people like to point to Troy Polamalu. But in reality, I think James Harrison was the more effective player. And obviously, we can't forget that 99-yard pick six he had in the Super Bowl. Now, when it comes to James Harrison, he obviously just joined another winning team right here. Obviously, both the Steelers and the Patriots have Super Bowl aspirations heading into this postseason. So, when it looks at James Harrison, he might be thinking that he either went to a better or worse team, or relatively went to a team that has maybe the equal amount of chances to reach the Super Bowl. Now, when it comes to James Harrison, he isn't signing with the Patriots out of malice, similar to what David Harris did with them over the summer, because he did do a thank you post on Instagram where he said thank you to the Steelers fans and whatnot, and he made it pretty clear that he will not return to Pittsburgh. Obviously, it would be kind of weird to have a third stint with a team. It's extremely rare. I can't remember the last time that happened. Oh, wait, I can actually. Jeremy Curley for the Jets, I think, happened like 3 or 4 times, but obviously he's kind of irrelevant right now. And when it comes to James Harrison, I definitely feel as if New England, they've been batter up all season. And when it comes to their defense and all that, I think a lot of people can look at their secondary with a lot of woes, but really that front seven has been pretty beat up back there. I mean, Dante Hightower hasn't played for the majority of the season. He's out for the entire year. And Kyle Van Hoy, heck, he hasn't really played that much either, and they've gone through a lot of people like Casius Marsh, who they trade for Kurt Coleman from the Seahawks. He's gone now and all that, so they definitely need some help right there. And James Harrison, according to last year, he definitely got some snaps in there, and he definitely provided a lot of pressures. And obviously, when you look at James Harrison, he's very confident in himself. He said that he will be able to do some of the stuff that he can do for a long time, and he has. He is an ageless wonder. And speaking of his ageless wonder, there's a reason why I think he might be on PEDs. And when it comes to players that play high into their and very, very odd parts of their career, what I'm saying is when they're really, really old, they tend to blow some people away, and maybe they might be using some sort of substance. Who knows? I don't know for sure. And obviously, the NFL has done some spot checks with him that he hasn't taken too kindly and whatnot. And obviously, the Patriots, they're not a big fan of the NFL or Roger Goodell either. Yes, James Harrison made a comment that's actually kind of funny but kind of mean to Roger Goodell. He basically said that if Roger Goodell was on fire and the only way to put out the fire was to piss on him, I would not do it. So obviously, pretty strong words by James Harrison. This was back like 7 years ago when they lost their Super Bowl to the Green Bay Packers and whatnot. And obviously, there was a big rumor that he called Rashard Mendenhall a fumble machine, but apparently that might have not been true. And when you look at James Harrison and whatnot, he's definitely kind of a rebel against the NFL. And Bill Belichick, yeah, I think when it comes to Spygate, Deflategate, he ain't a big fan of the NFL either, so maybe it's a match made in heaven with them. Also, the Patriots, since they've been kind of known for having some cheating scandals right here, maybe if James Harrison, maybe it's proof that he is not cheating, saying that, well, he's perfectly clean, maybe that we won't get caught by the NFL, or maybe he's not clean, we're just going to still do our thing. I'll let you guys decide on that one when it comes to the integrity of the sport right there. And when it comes to James Harrison and whatnot, I think that the big question is, did he go to a better or worse team? Obviously, the Patriots are ahead of the scene. They obviously won the game, but they also won basically because, well, there's a rule that was called, and technically that is the correct rule on the field. Whether you don't like the rule or not, it's technically the correct ruling, and the Steelers kind of shot themselves in the foot with that quadruple coverage throw into the end zone and whatnot, tipped and picked off. The immaculate deflection, we can call it. And when it comes to James Harrison, he's definitely still going to a competitor. I don't think he's doing this out of malice at all. It looks like he's probably going to be here for 2 months. I don't think the Patriots gave him a 2-year deal. If they did, I'll update in the comment section because they give some really old guys or some guys in the middle of the season some 2-year deals, and it's kind of like, what is it? But what do you guys think in the comments? Did James Harrison go to a better or worse team? I'll let you guys decide on that one. Also, I made a bunch of videos. I talked about how I thought maybe James Harrison's on PEDs. I've talked about how Antonio Brown could be an MVP candidate. And I've also talked about how Mike Tomlin is an overrated coach, and I've actually called him an idiot because of the final 2 minutes of that crazy Patriots game that he had and all that. So all of those are down in the link to the description, but leave your comments down below. I make a lot of these videos. Sorry I haven't made a lot of these videos recently, obviously, or at least in the past couple of days. It's holiday season. Once I heard James Harrison got cut, I was waiting for a story to come around. But guys, it's not like I'm out of video ideas. I got plenty of video ideas to do. So guys, have a Merry Christmas, or I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. See you guys next time. Peace.